doing something that I love doing, I'm not having to go to work every day for the rest of my life. That's still the main motivation. So just to come through to what I'm going to be looking at tonight. So I know that some people that I've met here before are already writers or do writing of some kind or another. But if you're writing offline, there's a difference to writing online. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about how do you do that? How do you go about writing online? I'll just say, by the way, that video, if you don't need to worry about writing everything down. I'm going to put it on my site, and I'll give you a link at the end. The slideshow will be downloadable, so you don't need to worry about that. So yeah, looking at how do you take your words offline and bring them online and get people to find you. That's where my keywords rule come in. So whether we like it or not, when you're working online, you need to be quite targeted about what words you choose. You may have a passion or something that you want to write about, but it's no good writing all this wonderful content if nobody's going to find you. Then I'm just going to touch on website or blog. To be honest, for me, I don't care. You can build a website, you can build a blog, but there are some people who get quite heated about this, so I'm just going to touch on it. And then the last one I'm going to look at is some of the ways that you can monetize, and I'm particularly going to focus on the affiliate model because that's one that I'm using a lot myself. Okay. So, just to get started, if anybody is considering building a website, you're going to see on my slides this little logo here, SiteCell, and it's my first recommendation on the list. The reason I've done that is simply because this is the company that I've built my own site through. There are thousands of different providers you can choose from. I think these are some of the bigger names that you may come across. I won't bother reading through them, you'll get this at the end. I don't want to sound like this is a sales pitch, but I will say this because I truly, truly believe it. If you are not a tech person and you want to build a business online and you want to learn how to make it work, I highly, highly recommend SiteCell. They basically walk you through from day one right through the different stages, the things you need to consider before you ever write a page, before you ever put a word online, that you will know what your website's going to be. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as I go through. So, first of all, if you're coming from offline and you want to move online, you need to think about what's the difference. So if I'm writing offline, I'm writing in a magazine, I'm writing for a book, something that's going to be bought, it's going to get advertised, whatever. Now, one of the decisions behind my site, again, one of the drivers for this, I guess I just, what do I need to do that? I don't need that, thank you, go away. Hello?
They timed that well.
Do not mind me again. How do I get rid of that? Go away. What is it? Okay, that's gone, it's gone. It's gone for now. No, if you're writing offline, there's different forums, different ways your words can get found. I made the decision coming online. Yes, you can choose to advertise. You can choose to pay money so that people will find you. I don't want to do that. I want people to find my site without me paying money for that. Maybe when I get more advanced further down the line and I know, I'm earning X, Y, Z from the site, then I might consider it. But I'm starting out. So I want to test these things without spending a whole load of dosh. I've done that before. So if we're looking at offline businesses, because I think of my website as a business, it's something I want to be a business for me. If I'm working offline, I'm looking at location, and we see that all around in Japan, all the businesses around stations, you have to be somewhere for people to find you. If you're the little shop that's stuck around the corner and you die. You're going nowhere. But if we're looking online, people don't, it's not about location, it's about the information that you make accessible to other people. Think about when you type into, I mean, Google's the one up here because Google's the one I personally use. But if I want to find something, I'm typing in a phrase or an expression. I'm not looking for a location. And that's the adjustment you've got to make when you move online. And this is the bit that it takes a bit to get used to. You have your own ideas of, I want to write about this. And if you write offline, you can design your writing exactly as you want. You can phrase it perfectly. You can do it. It's yours. But when you're writing online, yes, you want to write from where you are, but I need you to find it. And that's basically what we type into the search engines are keywords. So if you hear this expression SEO, I'm sure some people in here have heard about SEO, search engine optimization. The kind of the core of that, there's all different things you'll hear about it, but the core of it is just that. Like, what are people actually searching for? And if you can build a site around what people are actually searching for, well, the rest will come. There's a bit more to it than that, but at the heart of it, if you don't get that bit right, the rest is going to collapse. So this is the process that I myself have followed with my site, and this is my goal, to build income through my content. So I have a passion. My passion is Tokyo. I love this city. I'm not saying I'm a guru on it. I think of cities in the world, if you like cities, this is a fantastic place to visit. Now, as a resident, we see different sides of it as well, but as a traveller, I really wanted people to come here, because what started me off was my own family and my friends. They were like, oh, I don't want to come to Tokyo. And I was like, what do you mean you don't want to come to Tokyo? So trying to share that was what got me started. And I actually did a test site, if you like. I originally built a site about Bali called All About Bali, because I love Bali too. I love travel, basically. But that was the one that was I didn't care what happened to it. I could make as many mistakes as I wanted in that site.